Wasabi! Wasabi! Oh, first time. Taekwondo! This is a gi, and it's what you wear when you do Jiu Jitsu. And the belt that I have is a white belt because I'm a beginner. I've only been doing it for about 6 months. And these are my boxing gloves. And you can see they're pretty worn out because I've been doing kickboxing for about 3 years. I want to give a shout out to The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music for her comment on one of my videos a couple of weeks ago. And she suggested making a video about an unusual martial art. Jiu-Jitsu and kickboxing aren't an unusual martial art. They're very common. Unusual would be what I was doing at the start of the video. Wasabi! Before we get to the gym, I just want to tell you how busted my balls are because I've been working so hard making these YouTube videos, and I would really appreciate it if you click the like button. It'll take 2 moments and it'll really help me out. It'll help my video be pushed by the YouTube algorithm. So just quickly click the like button and I'll really like you. I've been training at this gym for about a year and I've never made a video of me going to the gym and showing you how much it costs, where it is, the people I train with, the history of the gym, the MMA scene in Korea. So that's what I want to do today. I'm going to take you along with me to the gym and tell you a bit more about mixed martial arts in South Korea. My gym's just up here on the 4th floor where it says Kickboxing. Here we go, it says in English Kickboxing. In Korean it says Diet, diet, Kickboxing, MMA. I've come a little bit early so I can give you a tour of the gym before we get the training started. The first thing we need to do is take off our Crocs and then jump into the gym. We're in. 안녕하세요. Over here we've got some trophies that people in the gym have won. Here's some nice photos of people that come and join the gym, some of the competitions they've been in, so you can see it's a nice community of people. This whole wall is lined with mirrors, so it makes it a lot bigger than it actually is. We've got a mannequin, give him a head kick, boom, head kick. This is for doing like box jumps and stuff, kettlebells and dumbbells if you want to get a workout in, ab machine, bench press, running machine, loads of equipment if you want to stay fit and healthy. This is a boxing ring where we do a lot of sparring, especially on a Friday. All the equipment for your legs so you don't get kicked in the head with a shin. And then this wall is lined with boxing bags and it's got a nice view out onto the street. And Sinchon's a popular student area, so if you do come and study here or you work in Seoul City Centre, it's very easy to get to Sinchon. It's on the Green Line, so this gym is in a really good location. The first thing I do when I get here, I wrap my hands and wrists up with these straps because it protects your wrists. If you throw a punching bag or someone's face, you don't want your hand to bend back. It really hurts. I've done that before when I first started training. So the first thing I always do is to put my wrist straps on. And then once they're on and I'm ready to warm up, I'll do a little bit of shadow boxing and stretching. We just finished the warm up. We did loads of different sets of box jumping. It's very high intensity, already sweating. But before we get the session started, I want to introduce you to my training partner, Jin. 안녕하세요.
Hello.
Jin.
Yeah.
Kickboxing 얼마나 했어요?
2 years, two and a half
years?
Yes.
He's been doing it less than me, but he's a lot better. We always spar together on a Friday, and he always beats me up. 나중에 스파링 하고 싶어요?
오케이.
오케이. 나한테 안 아파.
안 아프게.
아프게.
오케이. 수직으로 올려야 돼. 사선이 아니라 바로 6시에서 12시로 올리는 거예요. 펴지면서 올려치는 거예요. 깃발 마찬가지로 돌려주고 투칠 때처럼 잽, up.
We've learned 2 different sets of combinations, and now in the 3rd one, we're going to put them all together. I'm going to be mixing some footage together from yesterday's training and today's, because there was more people yesterday, so I thought it'd be good to get a better view of the gym. 한국어로 다시 말해주세요.
유튜브 야차 TV search gym student fight history.
On the screen now, there'll be a link to the YouTube channel so you can see some of the fights that people in the gym have had. Oh, there's a lot. 많아요.
Yeah. Pro fight.
Pro fight? Wow. I haven't seen this. I'm going to watch this when I get home with Joe. Joe 같이 이거 보러 가요.
Okay.
I'll explain why I love kickboxing so much, well, and MMA in general. It's very fun. Gets your adrenaline going. It's a good way of losing weight. Pumping weights in the gym, that's not for me. Running, don't like it. I like cycling, but when it comes to cardiovascular exercises, doing something like kickboxing, it's fun because you're learning something new. And just like watching these guys, it's like they're dancing around each other, trying to figure each other out. It's like a game of chess. So if you've not tried martial arts before, it's definitely worth trying. And I've been doing it for about maybe 4 years. I trained a lot when I was living in Spain. I trained for a little bit when I was living in Vietnam. And I've trained for most of the time that I've been living in Korea, and I've been training in this gym. So if you do want to join a gym, I highly recommend coming to this one in Sinchon. So it's very close to universities like Yonsei University, Sogang, AOI Women's University. And it's a great location, it's very close to the Green Line as well. So if you do want to come and train, it's definitely worth coming to this gym. 저기 trophy 읽었어요?
My student.
Your students. Now one of his students is in the army. 최준서 지금 army에서요.
Yeah.
잘 시합해요?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Future champion.
He's a very good fighter. I remember my first day coming to this gym, he had the professional shorts on, he had blood on his shorts, and he beat the shit out of me on my first day. 제일 좀 시간이 여기 나한테 품 punchi 했어요. Chow fighter. My god, my Korean's so bad. Okay, 감사합니다. Fighting. This is him here. He's 17 years old. He looks like a 40-year-old man. Wow, look at the size of his face. He's a strong man. And here's Youngjun training him in the corner. 이 수업에서 읽었어요? 읽었어요? And this lad here, I just had a fight with him. He's over there training now.
Jiu Jitsu champion.
Oh, he's a whoa!
5 times.
5-time champion?
Yeah.
So he's also a 5-time champion, and he beat me up on my first day. So it's a good little community if you come and join this gym. The reason she's not sparring everybody else is because she'll beat us all up. If you don't know anything about kickboxing, it's basically in the name. It's a mixture of boxing and kicking. So boxing is just using your hands. Kickboxing incorporates kick, and kick to the leg, to the head, to the face, to the torso, to the arms, wherever you want. Now I'm up to fight. Friday's my favourite day in the gym because we get to spar, and it's when we get to put all the skills that we've learned throughout the week together and try and beat up our opponents. So normally at the start of the week on Monday, we'll do things like combinations and things to get our heart rate going, get our cardiovascular system built up, and then midweek we'll start to build more combinations together up until Friday. 수업에 얼마나 했어요?
8.
8 real fights? 얼마나 읽었어요?
4 win 4.
4 win 4 losses? So imagine fighting with these in a real fight, in a cage. Wow. 아파요?
Corona over. I'm competitive.
So So when Corona's finished, I'm gonna have a fight. So now I'm gonna do a round of sparring with Jin in preparation for this fight that I'm probably not gonna have, because at the last minute I'll back out. Alright, 지금 sparring 하고요.
Okay.
Before we spar though, I've got to put my mouthpiece in, otherwise my teeth will get knocked out. Now we're going to do some Jiu Jitsu. In Korea, in the gym, you call them gwajangnim, and the gwajangnim has got a brown belt. Jiu Jitsu 얼마나 했어요?
8 years.
8 years? So it goes white, blue,
purple,
brown, black. So 8 years to get a brown belt. I have the white belt. And you have 3 of these, so 1 more,
Yeah.
and you go to blue belt?
No, 2 more.
Oh, 2 more?
For ground and then blue belt.
So you get 5 of these,
Yeah.
and then it's the next level.
When 5, I got 5,
Uh-huh.
then it's blue belt.
Okay. We're going to start rolling, which means sparring. I'm probably going to get tapped out. Whenever we start, we do this. Slap the hands, fist bump. So there's lots of levels to Jiu-Jitsu. You get the white belt, then you have to get 5 of those straps. Then you go to blue belt, 5 straps.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going like that. And the way you get them is he decides. So he'll do a test. So like in kickboxing, we were learning 1-2 upper hook. In Jiu-Jitsu, you'll learn moves. And then he'll give you a test, and you have to remember how to do the moves properly. And if you do it, you get another strap, and then you just progress through. And it's taken him 8 years to get to brown belt. So if you ever see the UFC and you see people submitting other fighters, they must have been doing jiu-jitsu for most of their life to fight at that level. And that's why I really enjoy watching the UFC. And it's another reason I enjoy doing mixed martial arts, because you really have to put the effort in to progress and learn new things. It's not like you go to the gym, pump a weight, go to the beach. You're actually learning something, and you feel like you're bettering yourself as a person.
And he is just contorting his spine there.
The reason I started kickboxing is because I was in Spain about 3.5 years ago, and I noticed there was a new kickboxing gym opening. So I thought I'd go try it out because I'd seen the UFC and I thought that looks fun. So I've done it in lots of different countries, and every time I go somewhere new, I'll go to a local gym and try it out because it's a great way of meeting new people and learning something from the other side of the world. And then the reason I started doing Jiu-Jitsu was because I really got into watching the UFC, and I noticed that it's important to have a ground game as well as doing stand-up. What I mean by that is, like, if I was having an MMA match and they were to take me to the ground, I wouldn't be able to defend myself. So doing kickboxing and jiu-jitsu means I can fight on my feet, I can fight on my back as well. So I'm a well-rounded fighter if I was to join the UFC, which is never going to happen. It's just a hobby. Kickboxing, 얼마나 했어요?
3 years?
3 years as well?
Yeah. And boxing for a year, and then kickboxing for 3 years.
Boxing first,
Yeah.
and then kickboxing?
Yeah.
All in this gym?
No, boxing was another gym, and then I moved here and trained kickboxing and jiu-jitsu.
Have you had a fight?
Fight? Professional fight?
Shiop. What is it? Shiop.
Shihap?
Shiop. I always forget the words. So this is another reason I like coming to the gym, because I can learn Korean. Shiop.
Shihap. Yeah.
Shihap.
Yeah.
Shiap. 나중에 시합 하고 싶어요?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah?
Amateur.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu 얼마나 했어요?
For 2 years?
And so you're taking 2 years to get those 3.
Yeah.
I've got none of those, bloody hell. So yeah, it's a lot of hard work and effort if you want to progress.
jiu-jitsu는 시합 2번 했어요.
Oh, yeah. The jiu-jitsu team here is called Grizzly.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll have jiu-jitsu matches against other gyms. Where in Seoul did you go?
서울 길동? Do you know?
No.
Of course you know.
Okay. And you won money?
Yeah. But not many. 15만 원. 15.
Oh, 150?
Yeah.
That's quite a lot. So you had a jiu-jitsu match. You did it in teams with Youngmin
경민, 일라.
and Ila.
Yeah.
So it was like a girls' jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah.
And our team won, and you won 150k.
Yeah.
수고하셨습니다.
수고하셨습니다.
In Korean we say 수고하셨습니다.
수고하셨습니다.
수고하셨습니다. And that means well done, kind of.
Yeah, well done.
It's like a way of saying well done to your training partner.
Yeah.
Alright, 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
You can see here behind me, they're having a little beginner class. So this gym's great for everybody. So if you're a beginner, you're just starting out in kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, it's perfect because there's other people that want to learn as well. It's their first day, so you're not going to be left out. Even though like me and Jin have been doing it for 3 years, you can do harder things where you're doing not only just 1, 2, but then you put in other combinations, longer combinations together, and then you can do sparring. Or if you're just a beginner and you just want to learn your jab, you want to, you can come and do that as well. So it's perfect for everybody. Beginners, intermediates, and advanced. Nail bio. It always feels great at the end of a training session to be able to go home, have a shower, and just chill out, knowing that you've done a really good workout. You're probably wondering how much it costs to do. Oh, shibal. You're probably wondering how much it costs to do something like this in South Korea. If you were to pay on a monthly basis, it's 150,000 won. And that's not just for that gym. I did go to another 2 gyms before I joined this one to ask about the price and the schedule and things like that. And they're all the same price. It's 150,000 per month. However, I paid for 6 months in one go, and it worked out at 100,000, so 600k for 6 months. And then as soon as that ran out, I just renewed it for another 6 months. Let's see your black eye, mate. Alright, thank you for watching this MMA video. The jiu-jitsu doesn't finish in a gym because me and Joe get drunk and do it at home. And if you want to see videos like that, subscribe to the channel. I upload videos twice a week. Thanks for watching. Yo.